mom basically said once you turn 18, you're on your own.
So this man, you can go ahead and read the little words and the captions that they have in this. But this white man right here, and I call him a man because on this video that they're recording it, it's his 18th birthday. Listen to him.
Homeless.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any idea where you're headed? Just trying to get back or goals?
I'm trying to get back to California.
He's trying to get back to California because that's his main goal. And if he had 3 wishes, this is what he's telling the person that's interviewing him. If he had 3 wishes, his goal would be that his father was still alive, to see his sisters, and to get home. And he's trying to get over to California so he can figure out what his life is going to be like. That's what he said. Here, let me show you his face one more time so y'all can see what it is that we dealing with out here in these streets. And then the music just makes it even more, oh my God, it's tugging on my heart. And when you see the people in the comments, right? When you see the people in the comments, it's you put the music to it, it's like the soundtrack, and people don't want to see people on the street and homeless and all of this other type of stuff, right? And it just tugs at your heartstrings. And it's something to take into consideration as far as how people are affected every single day. It's white people, black people, everywhere, all over the place that are going homeless. We got a lot to talk about today. We got affirmative action as far as Umar Johnson. We got the Breakfast Club that was getting waxed, especially this black woman that was on the Breakfast Club. We got truckers. We gotta deal. Listen, I got a lot of truckers that walk. Shout out to my truckers. I love the truckers, but they saying that the truckers are suffering out here and they can't pay their bills. We're gonna talk about it. We got Spirit Airlines is bringing them to the front of the congregation because y'all fighting in front of Spirit Airlines in Florida. We gonna deal with that. We gonna address what's going on in Philly. But this video right here, and this is a young man that's a reflection of what's going on in society, and he said, "Yo, mom kicked me out. Soon on my 18th birthday, mom kicked me out. Daddy ain't around no more. He passed away. I'd love to see my sisters, and I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be homeless." Now, look at a privileged Anton in the United States of America in a system that all of the blackity blacks are going to sit here and tell me that it was set up for me to fail, but I'm sitting here reviewing this 18-year-old full-haired white man. I'm bald. I'm bald. All of my hair is on the bottom of my face, not the top of my head. And believe it or not, my passion project was homelessness. My passion project. It was the thing that I volunteered every single weekend for a year straight. I did volunteer work with homeless people. I fed them. I know what the face of homelessness is. I even had a proposal that I wanted to do, which my wife was adamantly against, and my mother and my brothers and everybody that was close to me, in which I wanted to do an experiment where I went out and I lived homeless for a week straight, and I documented the process, and then I released it as a documentary. My family, they say, "Anton, you can't do it." I still am passionate about doing stuff like that. I have a whole lot of ideas that I'm trying to get out, but it's a strong possibility that it can't happen. So I know what the face of homelessness looks like. And this white man with freckles right here could very well be one of the people that I've served in my volunteering throughout my life. Here's the key, though. This is the part that y'all don't want to hear. So, if you no longer want to know about all of the passion and, oh my God, the music is, this is where the music stops, y'all. This is where the music stops. This is why you need to become a Patreon member, a Bag Chaser. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. The name of this show today is called Savior. Savior. And guess who's coming to save you? Nobody. I'm going to tell you the things that your pastors, your mothers, your fathers, your girlfriend, and the people that are closest to you are afraid to tell you. Nobody is coming to save you. I read a story today where Biden is starting to try to address all of the mass shootings that's going on in America, and he's going to make sure that he deals with what goes on because he's passionate about fixing our communities and all of the violence that's happening with Baltimore and Philly and Detroit and Chicago and Los Angeles. Your pastor is going to give you a good, hearty message, and he's going to say, listen, just have faith. Hold on and have the faith of a mustard seed. All you got to do, Jesus said you got to have the faith of a mustard seed, and God is going to see you through it because God is trying to tell you something. That's what your pastor going to tell you. This is what I know for sure. I don't care what Biden says. I don't care who the next person that's going to pitch you something in order to try to get you to vote for them. They not forgiving your student loans. They not giving you reparations. Nobody is going to give you a place to live. Your pastor is not going to give you anything. Listen, I have an upcoming series in November, shortly before Christmas, where I will allow for my people in the Patreon to pitch me so that I can help fund their businesses. No strings attached. Very few people are like us, though. Your pastor is going to get whatever you put in the collection plate, and he going to drive off, and he going to live his phenomenal life without giving you anything in return. Your girlfriend, if you stay at her house too long and you lose your job, she's going to start getting tired of you, and then all of a sudden she's going to need some time apart. You remember when you was doing really well and she kept saying, yo, all I want is a little bit more of your time? And now that you got a little bit more time to give her because you in between jobs and your resume ain't fully updated yet and you still working with that recruiter and she don't have the patience to be able to deal with you, guess what? All of a sudden, she needs some space. You need to go live with your mama. When you outside and it get cold outside, ladies, when it get cold outside, let me remove this white man from my stream real quick. When it get cold outside, because right now it's the summer and you can deal with it. But winter is coming. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. And it's going to get a little bit chilly outside and the recession going to hit a little bit different. And you already a month and a half behind your latest car payment. And when you get 3 months behind, the repo man is coming. The repo man is coming. And guess what? The recession is already in your life, regardless of whether or not Biden declared it as a recession, because you already fucked up out here. You one paycheck away from every fucking thing going down the drain. And guess what's going to happen? Nobody is going to give a fuck. When your phone get turned off and your boss lay you off and you lose your car and you don't have anything else, anybody else to save you, guess what? Nobody is going to give a fuck. When your daddy died or your mama died and they didn't have health care coverage, or life insurance, and then you go out there and you post your fish fry for the GoFundMe to people to try to help you get your mama buried, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna have no money. When you gotta move because the eviction man is coming and you gotta try to move back into your mama's basement, guess what? Nobody's gonna be there to help you move. What am I saying to you right now? What am I saying to you right now? Some of you may have a little bit of help. Your man may stick around if you're giving him that Gawk 3000, right? He may make sure that you, baby, don't worry about it. I got you. Here, put your head in my lap. He may stick around. You giving that. Now all of a sudden you want to give that spit everywhere. Listen, if you don't want to know the truth, if you don't want your kids to hear the real, because your kids be in school hearing stuff that's way worse than I'm saying right now, then go ahead and turn it off. Go ahead and turn off the live stream. I get it. It's not for you. It's somebody else that got a message for you. Your pastor is going to tell you what you want to hear. He's not going to tell you the truth. All of a sudden, it's spit everywhere. She never gave it up like that before when she was working, but now all of a sudden she got spit all over your lap. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, it's spit everywhere. Turn to the neighbor to the left and say, it's spit all over my left leg. Hey, turn to the neighbor on the right and say, it's spit all over my right leg. Spit everywhere. Hot towels, hot rags, the whole 9 yards. Now all of a sudden you love me. Now you love me. We grown in here. Hey, if you a virgin, put a 1 in the chat. If you a virgin, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, this is why they don't want to give me no deal on Repo'd, because they said, Anton, you too tough for TV and you don't want to censor yourself the right way. What is Anton trying to convey to you guys today? I'm trying to tell you. God is trying to tell you something. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So what does that mean? That means that you gonna have to put your big girl panties on. You gonna have to pull your bootstraps up and you gonna have to get on your motherfucking grind. Listen, you gonna have to operate even if you in a good space. Let's say you in great in corporate America. You know what my worst fear is? I'm a millionaire. I showed y'all my bank accounts yesterday, just 2 of them, 2 of 7. I showed y'all my bank accounts yesterday. I showed y'all my spending habits yesterday. You know what my worst fear is? Not being able to live the life that I want to live 9, 10 years from now. Rich people worry about money. I work like I ain't never had nothing in my entire life. I work like I'm a homeless motherfucker that just got an opportunity, like The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith on that movie. And I am thankful, Massa, for the opportunity to be able to be born in this good old United States of America and to grind and hustle. 4th of July, hustle. Every day, work. Days that I got off, weekends, I'm putting together projects for corporate America so that when we get in on Monday, I'm ahead of everybody else. I hustle, I grind like I don't have a dime to my name. And the reason that I do that is because I understand as a man, I've been conditioned. My father told me when I was young, he said, Anton, one day I'm not going to be able to be here. When I had to move back into my parents' basement when I went broke in 2007, 2008, at the top of the real recession, he said, listen, you got a space to stay at right now, but you're going to have to understand you got a baby on the way. My daughter was born in February of 2008. He said, listen, one day I'm not going to be here to save you. I'm not going to be able to be here to put this together for you. You're not going to have no safety net. As a 26-year-old man, he said, listen, bro, 24, I'm sorry. No, 2008, 18, 26. I was 26 years old. I'm not going to be able to, nobody's going to save you. Your mama can't save you. Your dad, they may need you. You're going to have, I need y'all to read David Goggins' You Can't Hurt Me. You have to read David Goggins' You Can't Hurt Me, because you're going to have to recondition your mind to understand that the government is not going to fix you. Biden is not going to give you, student loan repayment, forgiveness, and all that other type of shit. Nobody, y'all out here thinking that you balling, keep telling me that $45,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year is enough. And let me help you to understand something. When you get 70 years old, and you have to depend on Social Security and you keep voting on liberal policies because you're hoping that they keep it in place and that they keep funding it, even though the debt ceiling is at 60 trillion at that point, guess what? Nobody is going to fucking come to your rescue. You're going to have to eat that shit. If you ain't got enough money to be able to sustain you for the rest of your life, oh well, so be it. Go on the streets. They're going to push you to the side, and it's going to be a new generation M that comes in, and these young niggas is going to be knocking you upside your head because you living in the hood right next to them, and they're going to be parking on your lawn, and they're going to be treating you like a piece of shit because you don't have the resources in order to be able to live the rest of your life out the way you're supposed to. And then they're going to put you on TikTok. Then it's going to be cock tick. And they're going to put you on the internet, and they're going to make a meme out of your ass, and you're going to be sitting there just like that white boy right there, and they're going to be like, yo, this is the face of homelessness right now. And they're going to make a whole bunch of money off of you because guess what? They don't give a fuck about you. All I'm trying to tell you is that if you want better, you have access to more resources than you ever had in your entire life. You got the internet at your disposal. You got the Patreon. You got a network of people. You come on this live stream every day and get insight and information. But instead of you utilizing it and you leveling up as a result of using the information to your advantage, you kicking the can down the road just like all of your legislative branches. You embracing walking in the victim Olympics. You keep complaining about how the people ain't giving you no opportunity. You're going to have to take that shit. You're going to have to take that shit. I'm not waiting on nobody to give me nothing. Everything that I get it, and then I utilize it to continue to get more. Listen, at any point, any of this could be gone tomorrow. The people could turn against me tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm not fucking with him because he called us a couple hoes and he told us it was spit all in his lap. You think I'm waiting for somebody to get at me? I've already put myself in a position where I'm good regardless of what happens. I'm not waiting on nobody to give me nothing. I'm not waiting on no job to lay me off. I'm not waiting on a person to be able to, I'm not looking for somebody to give me a leg up and an opportunity. You think I'm tapping in with these niggas and saying, all of these other content creators and saying, hey fam, let's collab. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. If we wind up collabing, it's going to be as a result of either us seeing a like interest in what it is that we doing together. I'm going to get myself hot. I'm going to cook up every single, listen, you think I need one person to live stream with me? I will be fucking live streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to make sure that every channel is running and I will never miss a video. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about what nobody else is doing. I don't give a fuck about whether or not they doing this over there or they doing this over there. I don't move my live stream time based off of what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to force you to move your fucking time because you can't fuck with me. I'm not waiting on nobody to give me nothing. I'm not looking for the government to be able to pay for my daughter to go to school. If she wind up getting a scholarship, congratulations. We saved some money. Think I'm waiting on somebody? I'm not waiting on nobody to make sure that my wife is good if anything ever happened to me. Life insurance in place. Rental properties in place. You think I'm going to have my wife out here begging y'all for cash apps and super chats in order to be able to sustain her lifestyle if anything was ever happen to me? No, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. I need y'all to stop being interdependent on people that don't give a fuck about you and start being the ones that give other people opportunities. I don't want to be the only one in the Patreon talking about, yo, I'm going to fund y'all businesses. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of money in order to get legs up and all of this other type of shit. I don't want to be the only one. Next year before Christmas, I want other people partnering with me and saying, yo, we want to fund y'all business. I don't want to be the only person that's giving money out to the community in order to ensure that people is taken care of. Next year, I need your cup to be runneth over, and do not tap in with me talking about, Anton, what can I do for you if you don't have your cup runneth over. If you're not a millionaire, don't fucking tap in with me asking what you can do for me. The thing that you can do for me is to make sure that you good, take care of you, because once you have your cup runneth over, then we can pour into the people. Until then, shut the fuck up, get on your grind, hustle, get your business started, make sure that you get your people and your network together. Go to fucking work and stop being late. Be ahead of time. 15 minutes before the meeting even start is on time. You getting there 1 or 2 minutes before the meeting start or when the meeting is start is late. Herbert Harris, look at this motherfucker running in the Victim Olympics. Bro, I get you, but you speak with great arrogance. Well, do something about it. Here's the thing, Herbert, and then we're going to get into the show. Here's the thing. What can you do about it? Herbert, what can you do about it? So you think that I'm arrogant. Now what? And you know what the beautiful thing about Floyd is? Floyd was talking his shit in a boxing ring and nobody can do nothing about it. It didn't make no difference. Do something then. create you a platform, get rich, and then give it to them a better way and give them more information. I want to see the information that you giving them that's better than the information that I'm giving them. Or is you in your motherfucking feelings? I don't give a fuck about what you niggas think. The only thing I care about is the results. The only thing I care about is the truth. I don't give a fuck about what you think about me, bro. Do something about it then. Do something. Oh my God, I don't like it the way that you tell them. Last time I checked, this shit said the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton Daniels. This shit did not say Anton and Herb. What you niggas talking about? Give a fuck about what you niggas think? Either take that shit or leave it on the floor and go and talk to your pastor and then let that nigga give you some game.